Okie doke. Ticker. What's up, y'all? What's going on? We are doing the thing where we wait for pro aborts to come in. Let me send the link out on live. Here we go. Dude, share. Link is copied. Let's see. We are going to send a link out. Oh, hi there. There are two people here. Hello. We're going to send the link here. It's like, where's the comments? Hope you're having a blessed day too, kid. Always nice to see you here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, debate me here live. We'll do this. We'll do stream yard.com S862 52978 52978 N. /. Yeah, they won't do it. Most of the time, they don't want to do it because they're just wrong, and they don't want to. They don't want to get wrecked live. So, and then we'll do that. Unpin this. We'll pin this. Pin it. We have to unpin this. Unpin. Unpin. And then we'll pin that. Yeah, the problem is that a lot of them. I made a really good meme. I made a really good meme indeed. New Nation. Where is it? They got very upset. I also love how a lot of them think that. A lot of them think that they're like, yeah, MAGA when, or Trump told you to have this position. It's like, no, I didn't vote for Trump. I've been very vocal about how pro-abortion Trump has been. And there's just no other argument that you can make other than just assuming who I voted for. But let's see here, present the share screen. We make sure that we can share the audio. I think it's a great meme. I personally think it's one of the best memes I've ever done. Just because, it's absolutely true. It's they say we're not murderers, blah, blah, blah. It's not a baby, it's not real, it's not a human, but we're not murderers. But as soon as you tell them, no, you're a murderer and you're actually a pretty terrible person, this is like literally who they turn into. So what can you do? Let's read some of the. We got to read some of the comments on this. Let's see. Did your Sky Daddy instruct you to post this? It's like the people that unironically use the term Sky Daddy just are never serious. And that's what I said. Use the Sky Daddy unironically, has no argument, equals a simp. And I ratioed him horribly. And that's what a lot of this is. A lot of these guys are just simps. Right? Like they feign women's rights. They say, you don't support women. It's like, dude, you want to have sex with no consequences with 3s and 4s. And that's why you excuse abortion, because you just want to have a bunch of quote unquote guiltless sex. It's kind of sad. The coon brain needs to stop. We gotta stop with the coon brain. Okay, the coon brain ends now. And it's funny because actually, my wife and I, we weren't married in the church. This was before we came back to the faith, and so my priest stopped me today after mass. I was about to walk out, and he said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a moment?" I said, "Yeah, sure. What's going on, Father?" And he said, "You're not in trouble. Don't worry. But I want to talk to you about something." So I went down to his office, and he said, "I remember the last time I was over your house, you guys were talking about how you and your wife weren't married in the church, right?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Okay, um, do you guys want to get married because the church doesn't see your marriage as valid?" And I said, "Yes, yes, we do want a convalidation." And I brought it up to him before, and he says, "Okay, cool, yeah, we can do it." And I said, "Well," I just said it. I said it in passing. I was like, "Are we not allowed to receive the sacrament?" He says, "No, you can." As he said, "As long as you're willing to live like brother and sister until the convalidation." I said, "Yeah, that's fine." Because my wife is still breastfeeding, so all her hormones want to do everything but have sex. I'm like, "Father, that's not a problem. Don't worry." So hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks, we will have a convalidated marriage, and we will be married in the eyes of the church. And he's cool. I love him as a priest because he's very, not only is he very personable, but he's like a little autistic, and he's just very well versed in canon law, which, as a priest, you should be. But he kind of went into the canon law specifics about having the wedding recognized by the church. So I do appreciate that. And, we talked about that maybe about, I think we had him over for dinner 5 months ago, maybe, but we talk every now and then. And he's actually been on the podcast. If you guys haven't heard the episode that I did with him, I could maybe put the link up here, at least show you guys the link. See where you guys have that. Also, this was good. The Michael Knowles versus 25 gays on the Jubilee. That was actually pretty good. Let me see if I can find my priest. Yes, it's a good episode. I'll put the link up
Put
here. So
these quotes in our worship.
if you guys wanna check that out. Thank you. Alexandra, thank you. It feels like I am getting married again, which I guess I am, but it's small. He says, you need 2 witnesses, but we'll invite some friends, and we're gonna have it on a Saturday morning. So, yeah, happy about that for sure. Okay, let's pull up some DMs and see if anybody is willing to debate um, debate abortion, which they won't. Requests. Okay. No. Okay. Nobody yet. Like, this is the thing. Also, I think I'm pretty still blocked from receiving message or from sending DMs. I can't send messages for 6 days. Uden Peterstein. Uden Peterstein. That's funny. Um, okay. So let's see. Okay. Oh, see, this is the thing. This is like they don't know what mutually exclusive means, right? If something isn't if 2 things aren't mutually exclusive, by definition, that means that 2 things can be happening or can be true at the same time, right? You can advocate for babies to be born without having to adopt every single child, right? Listen to this person. I'm sorry, but are you the one in the hospitals caring for those babies who don't miscarry and are born with congenital deformities or without a brain? Do you witness those mothers and fathers mourn their living infants who have to suffer endlessly? It's like, no, but that doesn't mean I can't advocate for their, like, these people are so stupid. Um, it's just, like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just, it's also women too. Like, they react to this thing like totally emotional. Is any, Well, that they don't acknowledge that. They don't acknowledge the 99% that are just that are aborted because of convenience, right? They don't acknowledge it. It's called, what this is called a hasty generalization fallacy, right? Where you try to use the most rare occurrence to justify the most common occurrence, right? Remember that, a hasty generalization fallacy. Elon is a fucktard for knocking up that skank. High IQ, my ass. Go make another rocket that can't go anywhere. That's actually funny. That's actually pretty funny. No, but I agree. Like the whole, like this is the problem with conservatism, right? You have Congress people like who is it? Um, Anna Luna or Anna Paulina or whatever her name is. Then you have like conservatives or right wing people like Ashley Sinclair who are having multiple kids out of wedlock with different fathers. There's nothing remotely right wing or conservative about that. If anything, the right wing would throw you in jail for that, right? Like a fascistic right wing government would throw you in jail for something like that. So it doesn't make any sort of sense to me. Um, People are like, I'm not trying to go on video. What someone just asked me, what is murder? Murder is the unjustified, premeditated, what you can say, malicious aforethought, right? Malicious aforethought, killing of an innocent human. Literally, what an abortion is. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I'm so high IQ, but my son is trans. Fail. Absolutely. Influencers congratulating her family are just hoping to get. Yeah, maybe. Well, there's confusion around this and a little bit of ambiguity around this too because I saw like Candace tweeted to Ashley Sinclair like, oh, like your kids should be off limits, right? Like the media shouldn't be going after your kids. We're praying for you. Just like she's she's the one who made it public. I assume people could have been, questioning her about it, but I don't even think Elon knew that she was making it public, right? So yeah, no conservative person should be congratulating her on this child. I mean, obviously you want the child to be born, to be safe, to be loved, right? But, kind of having these type of children as spectacles just isn't the type of, I don't know, family value we want to promote, right? It doesn't make any sort of sense. So, what can you do? Candace may Candace may have been drunk. No, she's pregnant, so I would hope that she's not drinking. No, Candace, I don't even think Candace drinks all that much. But yeah, convalidation wedding of myself and my wife coming up. We'll be married in the eyes of the church. That's exciting. These people like I don't think they understand basic science. Uh, you hear the whole well, you perform a genocide when you jerk off. Like first of all, porn brain, porn rot. Second of all, Coomer. Third of all, sperm aren't human. Sperm are human parts. They're not human beings. It's the same way that when a woman is menstruating, we don't say that she's committing a genocide, right? She's just flushing out parts of her body that aren't whole, as opposed to an abortion is the literal starvation or mutilation of a whole being, right? So I'm just waiting for one. Get bent, cuck. That's people also don't know what cuck is. People just people are so dumb. People are so dumb. Here's the link. You can click the link. And literally click the link. Well, you can't actually click the link if you're in Instagram. You probably have to type it into your browser because Instagram doesn't allow links in the comments. Also, yeah, I'm freaking banned from sending DMs for 6 days. Like on YouTube or on X rather. I think let's see how long my account is locked. Let's see how long, my account I can't like that, got it. I can't got it. Can't create a post. 1 more day in 22 hours, so effectively 2 more days. Tuesday, I'll be able to tweet, which kinda sucks because this has been a great week for news, the whole, Elon Musk thing, the whole, um what else has been going on? Some other stuff going on, the Pope is sick. Um, yeah, it's kind of a bummer news week for not to be able to tweet, although I don't even tweet that much anyway, just kind of reply, but I don't okay, well, let's talk about it because Elijah is actually he's doing the thing where he's congratulating the people. Wow, do you all feel better about yourselves today after having no humanity and not being able to just say congrats about a baby being born? No, we don't. We don't support children being born out of wedlock. Yes, congrats, you didn't, abort your baby. You did the baseline thing after having sex, right? Like you did the most basic responsible thing after not having sex. You didn't kill your child. Awesome. But we're not going to applaud it, right? We're not going to promote it. You virtual signalers and purity test people are so out of touch and weird. A Jew was born. Why not celebrate? Oh, okay, unless he's being sarcastic. Okay, he's being sarcastic. Oh god. Okay, yeah, Elijah is very it takes a second. It takes a second, but Elijah is very good. I may have reacted too quickly. The fertilized egg will never be a life until it is fertilized. The egg oh, yeah, the egg will never be a life until it is fertilized, yes. I also have to stop replying to every single comment because I don't wanna ratio myself. Where is it at right now? It's at 4,300 likes and 644 comments, okay. Maybe let it get to 1,000 comments maybe, but just waiting, just waiting. What? It's like, why do people, like, try to make memes under the meme, right? Like, they try to be like, my the meme is the meme is this, right? Like, white liberal women after you call them monsters, and then they comment something like, "MAGA when." It's like, make your own meme. I love it. I've been deleting comments. I love deleting comments. They get mad at me like, "You're deleting comments." Like, yes, I am. I'm not trying to save face or anything like that. It's my feed. I can delete comments. My husband said there's some claim that he hasn't slept with these women. He's impregnated and said it was all done through IVF. No idea where he read that or if it's legit. Even if it is legit, that's probably worse. That's actually that might be worse. What's worse? Maybe, well, if you're not married, sleeping with somebody, getting them pregnant, having the child out of wedlock, not even committing to that person to get married, or renting out the womb of someone you aren't married to, and then having the person whose womb you rented out raise that child without you committing to a relationship in a marriage. That might be worse. Um, you the man, Mike. Thank you. Would love to see you talk with Nick Fuentes or Jay Dyer again. Yeah, I'd love to speak with Nick again. I've been trying to talk to him, but then again, I don't do the show that publicly or professionally anymore. So, probably, if I could, maybe I would. But yeah, Jay again. I don't know what I would talk to Jay again. I'm not going to get involved with him as far as theology is concerned. He's smarter than me, but also orthodox, so we're not going to agree. I would talk to Jay about cultural issues or pop cultural issues. Yes, IVF is an abomination. It's so bad. It's so weird. It's so dystopian. I don't like it. If you've ever seen the movie Gattaca, I believe geneticists, like actual genetic scientists, have used Gattaca as a sort of, you know, lighthouse to show how bad something like CRISPR is or genetic editing can be, like IVF, and then altering the genetics in the embryo so that you have a sort of perfect human, how dangerous that can be. And I'm pretty sure they used, hold on, let me see if I could find geneticists and Gattaca. Geneticists, Gattaca movie. Geneticists have interpreted Gattaca in a variety of ways, including an anti-genetics film, a warning against genetic discrimination, and a reflection of the public's perception of genetics. Yeah, yeah. Gattaca is often used to discuss the societal dangers of genetic engineering and discrimination. The film's dystopian future warns against the acceptance of genetic perfectionism. Also, great movie. Ethan Hawke, fabulous. Ethan Hawke is one of the actors I'd be trying to get in my film. Which is interesting. We're going to be making the short in April. I've decided in April we're making the short, and then we're going to use that as a way to raise, and we're going to do that by doing. There's a crowdsourcing website. It's not like Kickstarter. It's not like some other crowdfunding websites like that. It is crowdfunding that kind of has like a tech aspect to it. Um, so it's almost like venture raising, but for film or for tech or anything like that, for art and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I want to raise this amount of money, but the funding can only be secured after I am able to attach an A-list actor to the role, um, to the lead role. Or maybe I should phrase it, if I can get an A-list actor for either a lead or a supporting role, um, then only then can the funding be secured. But there has to be a promissory note that says that there is $1 million budget for the film as long as an A-lister is secured, right? Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Jeremy. Hope you're having a good Sunday too. Hope everyone went to mass, and by good work, I hope you mean memes. Let's see. These people are so dumb. Ah, yes, a Catholic wanting to prey on children and women. Prey? Advocating for their right to be born is preying on them? These people are so stupid. You're retarded. So dumb. These people are so dumb. Yeah. No one wants to debate it. I said, anybody willing, DM me. You can DM me. Nobody wants to DM me. I don't get it. This is kind of annoying. I do this every week. Every Sunday, I set aside an hour and I make it known on Instagram. I'm saying, if you want to debate me on abortion, here's the link. You can do it. And they never do it. Why do they never do it? Could someone explain this to me? Why they never do it? Well, other than that, what is some news been going on? I'm enjoying the job that I've been doing. I'm working for a friend in sales with web-based sales for websites, I guess. If anybody needs any work done on a website, let me know. And it just goes past graphic design. It's end to end development and maintenance and management. So get at me. But yeah, that's been fun. Been making some money there. Got some poker tournaments coming up. The the goal, I don't think it's going to happen this year, but the goal will be to play the World Series of Poker. That would be maybe next year. Next year goal, when when the kids aren't so young and it requires you to be away for like a week. So hopefully, 2026 can be the World Series dream. But hopefully everybody else is having a good day. Yeah, let's show this. Hey, if you want to join in, if you're a pro board, all you got to do is put that in. That's in there. It's in the comments here. Yeah, so far no one's taking the bait. See, I would just go live, but I can't go live. Let's see if I'm still able to go live. I think I'm banned from going live for a year. Let's see. Live. Um, can you see that? Let's see. We go live. 3, no. At this time, your account is not eligible to use this feature. Try again later. Okay. Bummer. Bummer. You still do any photography, Mike? My wife thinks she saw you at a JB concert back in 21 or 22 in California. No, no, I wasn't doing it for him that recent. Um, I would have, my last concert would have been sometime in 2013, but I still did some work for him up until 2014. But I still do photography. I don't know if I told you guys the story if I did a stream last Sunday, but 2 weeks ago I was in Florida to photograph Tucker Carlson for a media outlet, and I'd photographed him back in December, but the as soon as I landed, my phone started lighting up saying, "Hey, are you on the plane yet?" Because it canceled last minute. So he had been called up to DC. I had just landed in Florida, so we had to move the shoot. So I couldn't do the shoot. I still got paid. That's what you got to do. If you're a photographer, if you're any sort of, creative person, I don't need these yet. If you're a creative person, you put a cancellation clause in any of your contracts. That way, that if the cancellation is through no fault of your own, you still get paid your full fee. So that was supposed to happen, and it didn't happen. Hopefully, it gets rescheduled because I do want to photograph Tucker and actually be able to talk to him this time, because the last time I didn't really get a chance to talk to him just because it was so busy. It was at an event and they wanted a portraiture work done, but it wasn't able to get done. But I did make Tucker a photo from that event that I think it's great. Because like the Trump photo that I have over here, he's in that photo, kind of doing the same kind of stare. So I had it printed and framed so I can give it to him. But hopefully it gets rescheduled. We'll see. If not, then it doesn't. That's okay. Let's see here. Let's see if anyone here is still wanting to debate. Ready for this, guys? Murder is killing another living and breathing thing. A clump of cottage cheese that y'all call a baby isn't breathing, but okay. It actually is breathing. That's how it breathes. It breathes through the placenta. Did you guys know that a baby in the womb actually breathes? It breathes in the placenta. It breathes in the womb. It is an environment that makes it possible for it to breathe. These people are so dumb. Also, if it's not living, how is it growing? These people are so stupid, right? They'll take the image of cells dividing within the first week and be like, it's just a clump of cells. That's not a baby. And what I've been saying lately, people are like, oh, it's a fetus. It's not a baby. Go into a sonogram at any OBGYN, any like any office that does sonograms after 8 weeks, because no one's really getting a sonogram done before 8 weeks, because really, it's kind of hard to tell that you're pregnant, within the first 8 weeks. If you go into a sonogram, no OGBYN, no nurse, no staff in those offices, in those medical facilities will use the word fetus. They will use the word baby. Your baby's healthy. Let's see if we can find the baby's heartbeat. Okay, let's see here. Do you want to do any genetic testing on the baby? They say baby. They say baby. Okay, just because fetus is a medical term. Oh, yes. There's also something called colloquially, right? Colloquialism. And colloquially, instead of saying fetus, because we don't speak Latin, we speak English, we will say baby. Fetus translated from Latin to English is offspring or small child. And when you're talking about a human fetus, you're talking about a human small child or a human offspring. Be like, well, is a dolphin fetus a human being? No, it's a dolphin fetus. It's a dolphin offspring, right? It's a kangaroo. A kangaroo is called a kid. The kid in the kangaroo womb. These people are so stupid. It's almost it's not even tiring anymore. It's just kind of frustrating. It used to be tiring, like, oh, I'm repeating myself over and over again, but now it's just frustrating. Like, no one will listen. No one will, and no one will take the chance to debate it. Right? They scream. They just scream at themselves. That's all they're doing. They're like, I am a literal brick wall, and they're just screaming at me. They're just screaming. They're like there hasn't been an argument made. I mean, if I were to steel man the argument for abortion, I wouldn't even necessarily do the personhood. I wouldn't even necessarily steel man personhood for abortion, just because I think human beings, human rights, all humans deserve human rights. It's not called personhood rights, right? It's called human rights. If I were to steel man abortion, I would probably do the hasty generalization fallacy, right? I would probably talk about rape and I would make it more emotional, right? I would talk about the emotional uh, implications of having to give birth to your rapist's baby, right? Or to your incestual father's baby. That is what I would steal, man. But then again, it still breaks apart because it's still a human life. And if you're consistent throughout your abortion argument, and if you're saying that human life begins at conception, fertilization, you have to remain consistent through that. Doesn't matter how it's conceived. Doesn't matter who conceives it. What matters is that it's a human life and it is worthy of human rights protections, right? Because to parrot a line or a position from the left, like injustice to the least of us is injustice to all of us, right? Like the possibility of even the most innocent human, the most vulnerable human, not receiving the most basic human rights. Like, what's them from what can stop that from being applied to any of us, right? So again, like I don't understand how they can have that position. It's so weird. And the other position, the mutually exclusive thing, where they'll be like, well, how many kids have you adopted? You can turn around and say, okay, well, are you Palestinian? No, you're not Palestinian. Have you fought in Palestine? Have you fought in Gaza to try and push back the Zionists? Oh, no, you haven't? Then you can't talk about it, right? Right? Like, I don't have to be Palestinian. I don't have to have fought in Gaza against the Zionists to say I don't support the Zionists, right? Like, it's not mutually exclusive. These people don't understand that. They don't understand language. They don't understand science, and they don't understand basic logic. Um, so it's tough. The last time I did debate somebody about abortion, it just turned into a whole communist. It just turned into a whole, not even debate, but a whole lecture about communism, and it got into the weeds there. Um, Still, nobody nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Trump what? They're all obsessed with Trump. Like they know. I've been telling them like the page doesn't support him. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I don't know. These people are so dumb. Um, yeah. No, it's not even predominantly women. I've noticed that I'm on my page and in my feed, it's been mostly dudes. It's been mostly simp dudes. It's been mostly dumb, gay, simp fags. That's who it's been. But yes, they have a hard time with being consistent and not getting hyper emotional. In my experience, not in your experience, for all of human history, women have been over emotional. Everybody knows this. Um, my wife said something interesting to me because I commented on, I made a comment to someone saying that sex, if two married people are having sex with and using contraceptives, they're gay. Um, and I think my wife was like, you need to communicate that better. And she says that a married couple who is having sex should realize that they're doing so with the openness to kids, that not necessarily they're doing it for the purpose to have the kid in that instance, right? Like we're having sex tonight because we're gonna make a baby tonight. I mean, you just can't do that. Just scientifically, you can't force, right? Like you can't force the sperm to get into the egg. Like you just can't do that, right? But you can have the sex with the openness that if it happens, and that's great. So I think my wife did teach me something. She said approach it with the act and the openness in having the result. And I said, you are smart, and that is why I married you. That is why you are a very strong 7.5, if not an 8, and I'm a lowly 5. I think if I was maybe like 2 inches taller, I'd probably be a 6. If I was like this tall and not this tall, I'm 5'9". I think that's what's keeping me at like a 5.5. If I was 5'10", 5'11", yeah, I think I'd be like a strong, maybe like a strong 6. I'm 40. I'm almost 40. So who knows? What would chat, this is whatever, what would chat rate me? I'm saying, if you're being generous, it's a 6 for sure. I mean, hairline's still intact. Hair is strong, right? Hair is strong. We've got the testosterone in the facial hair. This can grow very big. The beard can grow very big. Um, I'm somewhat athletic, right? I can use guns and stuff, but that's not the physical, right? Like I think I'm a strong 5.5, right? Strong 5.5, maybe 6 if you're generous. Chat. What will the chat rate? Also, if to these all of these external characteristics, I'm a great cook. I can. Oh, the baby's crying. Can you hear the baby crying? Wait, do babies breathe through the placenta? Hold on. Let's just make sure. Do babies in the womb breathe via placenta? Yes, the placenta helps the baby breathe in the womb by supplying oxygen. Yeah, you're so dumb. I love the fact that I just own this woman on her own biology. She said breathing. Breathing, don't leave that out. Yes, babies breathe through the placenta. I can't believe you're a woman. You don't even know your own fucking biology, you fucking moron. How do I know female biology better than females? I don't get it. Like I actually don't understand it. It's so silly. I'm just like I'm deleting comments that aren't relative, like that aren't relative to the meme. If you're not making a comment relative to the meme, it's getting deleted. Does the Catholic Church canonically approve of natural family planning? I'm EO, so I don't entirely know what is approved and not in the RSC system. I don't think so. I don't think. Hold on. Is NFP in accordance with canon law? Yes, natural family planning is in accordance with Catholic canon law when used for a good reason and in a responsible way. Catholic supports NFP because it respects God's plan for marriage and family life and believes on observing women's menstrual cycle. The church has confirmed the moral acceptability of NFP in several documents, including Humanae Vitae and Familiaris Consortia. Okay, so yeah, I guess on a cursory level, it does. If you wanted to dive deeper into it, I'm sure you could. But yeah, so it condemns contraception, but I guess it may approve NFP, which is fine, right? I think my wife just said, yeah, just, having sex with the openness to welcome a child. I don't know if that's necessarily excuse though to just have a lot of sex. I mean, I don't even say like have a lot of pointless sex, right? Because like there is a point behind sex, so it wouldn't necessarily if a married couple is engaging in a lot of sex with the openness to welcome a child, then I don't know if that's bad, but I don't know if like they're doing it without the intention of starting a family or creating more children, right? If a woman knows she isn't fertile, right? Is having the sex. I mean, just because you can't guarantee it like 100% of the time, even though a woman might say she's not fertile, um, or she's not, what do they call ovulating or whatever, she can still get pregnant, right? So if I don't know, Alexandra wants to know, NH, does the EO allow NFP? Well, let's see that I have. Does Eastern Orth- Orthodoxy allow? Yes, the Eastern Orthodox Church allows natural family planning for married couples, but some jurisdictions prohibit contraceptives like condoms and spermicide. Um, Other jurisdictions of Orthodox Church still prohibit contraceptives like condoms and spermicide, permits non-abortifacient contraceptives for married couples. Coptic Orthodox approves of contraceptives for health and so you're not going to see. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. And NH, I'm not coming against you personally, but like within several different jurisdictions, if they're um, ethnic or regional, as far as the Eastern Orthodox Church, I know that they're not going to ally 100% with each of them. I know that the 24 rites of the Catholic Church, they're in accordance and in agreement with each other. Now, some of like, um, some rites like the Byzantine or whatever, like they can have married priests, but that's because they have this Eastern sort of tradition to them. But I know that the 8 rites of the Orthodox Church aren't all in alignment with each other, right? Like some allow divorce, some don't allow divorce. So I guess there's some EO um, um, jurisdictions or churches that will allow NFP and some that won't. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Good question though. Good question. Yeah. I don't know. I know women biology better than women. What is the thing? Um, Me walking into a women's biology conference, I'm very well known here. Me me walking into a women's biology and abortion conference, I'm very well known here. That's the whole thing. Someone's like, "You're just posting a lot of rage bait for views." It's like, no, not necessarily. I'm posting my opinion, which aligns with reality and science. It just happens to make you mad. So if you want to say that that's rage bait, that's fine. If it's like the deliberate, prot posting that makes the Protestants upset, then yeah, that's rage baiting. I don't really kind of want to engage in that anymore. But if I'm telling the truth about abortion, then yes, call it rage bait if that's going to make you feel better. Yes, your body, my choice. Do Eastern Catholics say a different creed? Eastern Catholic churches use the same Nicene Creed as Roman Catholics, but they have their own liturgical rites and well, I know that. Are you sure? Pretty sure Byzantines say the Father and the Son. At the Council of Florence in 1439, most Byzantine Rite churches agreed to join with Rome, but they kept their traditions and didn't add they didn't add the filioque to the creed. The Orthodox Church accepts that the Spirit proceeds from the Father, but Rome accepts that the Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son. Okay, so they didn't add the filioque. Okay. I mean, that I don't care about that. I care more if they submit to the authority of Rome, right? Like, they can say that. Doesn't make it true. I'm not really that bothered by the feeling. Like, if you don't wanna say the Father, like, cool, dude, do that. I don't care. It's not a big deal to me. Um, Whatever. I'm also not gonna go into some huge diatribe about what tiny, minor, like, and they're not that they're insignificant, but it's just like these disagreements that the orthos have with us are like, just I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna go to a Byzantine rite service, and I'm going to say the Filioque. Hmm. It's not required for Eastern churches. That is not part of our tradition. We don't deny that it can also be valid, but we Byzantine Rite Catholics recite and believe the Nicene Creed as it was originally promulgated, as the Eastern Orthodox do. We don't deny that it can also be valid, but okay. Yeah. Like I said, not all that important. There's this whole thing like God kills people. So like if a baby dies naturally, then like you don't have a problem with that. No, I don't have a problem with it. It's sad, but I don't have a problem with it. If God is the creator and giver of life, then God can also limit or take life. Not out of the realm of logic that can happen, right? He can do it for whatever reason he wants, but not for malicious reasons. God doesn't murder people. God is just. He is good. But also, by rebelling against God, we have sunken into a fallen world, and in this fallen world, we are almost we're not tethered to, but there are consequences of living in a natural fallen world where mutations exist, where natural disasters exist, where evil people exist, and those aren't of God. God didn't create natural disasters. God didn't create evil people. He created a world for us that was good. We rebelled against him, which he allowed us to do, and now we suffer literally and figuratively. Literally and figuratively, we suffer those consequences. Do I recommend any particular study Bibles? I mean, I think the one that did Ascension just put it out, or what's the one that Bishop Barron put out? Actually, I do have a good study Bible. Hold on. This is the Word on Fire um, study Bible, but it's only the Gospels. So it is the Gospels. They have one for the epistles and Acts, but they have this one for the Gospels is really cool, just because as you read the Gospels, let's see here. I'll just open it up to. I just like the way that it is. But as you read the Gospels, it will have Bishop Barron's interpretation, church interpretation, and then something like this. The cathedral is the new temple from Mark 11. Like it's kind of cool how they have sort of graphics that you can look at. Um, they also have a lot of the church fathers will have little quotes and sayings about um, certain Bible passages and what they mean. And I think that's really cool. But the way that it's set out, this one's really good. The Word on Fire Gospels. So it's not necessarily like a study Bible, but it helps. I think it helps you understand it because anyone who reads the Dewey Reams, like the Dewey Reams, it's just it's hard language to read. So this kind of helps you. I can't remember what translation this is. It says it. This is a cover design. Oh, note about the translation. Okay, this translation, the translation used for the Word on Fire Bible is the New Revised Standard Version Bible, so the Catholic edition, the NRSV CE. It first appeared in 1989 and received wide acclaim and broad support from academics and pastors as a Bible for all Christians. Okay, cool. So that's just that one. Oh, Catholicism. At least Mike or NH, if he's still here, Catholicism will appreciate this. He gave me this when he came on the show for the first time. A little triptych with St. Paul and St. Peter and Christ. And I got it blessed by my priest 2 weeks ago during a Thursday afternoon mass. Yep. So thank you for the question. These people are so dumb. These people are so dumb. They're so dumb. What thing are you saying for real? Sounds like conservatives when you bring up science. Like, where does science excuse the murder of innocents? Like, I don't understand that. Like, they're 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 fumbling so bad because they think that it is a science-based argument. It is not. It is a philosophical-based argument, right? Like, it can use science to help get you to the conclusion of the philosophical, right? Like, because you have to talk about science. If science dictates that human life begins at conception fertilization, then it is philosophically philosophic philosophically um, understandable that you would say that it is, at the point of conception when a human life starts, that new life is worthy of human rights, right? Because of what it is, because of what science tells us it is. Nobody wants to debate it. This is so sad. Like, I can't believe, like, I did this over an hour ago. I'm like, hey, anybody want to come debate me? They can debate me, because everyone's like, I'll debate you. I'll debate you. And nobody has come. Nobody has come. Let's see. Are they in the general? Are they hidden? No, all my DMs. No one will debate. It's so crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They're just mad. Yep. See you soon, NH. We'll see you soon. Hopefully next time I can, have some people on who want to debate. I was supposed to have a debate with somebody, but then they were kind of being a nerd about it, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. We'll leave here at 3 local time, so in about 12 minutes, we'll part ways because I got to go to the supermarket to buy some steak. Yeah. All right. Why do we still have this screen on? We don't want the screen on anymore. Let's do this. Hey, here we are. This mustache is looking good. Also, my hair is all over the place. This is not the best look. Do I look tired? Or do I look 40? Do I look tired? Do I look 40? Okay. Yeah. This is where I'm trying to get. Like, actually, let's bring this back. I'm trying to get to This mustache. Uh, spelled it wrong, but look at that mustache. That's a good mustache. That's where I'm trying to get it to. I think that it's almost there. Just got to be longer. You know, when it gets super long, it gets in the way of when you're eating. It's kind of annoying, but I do have the thickness of hair to grow it that long. So yeah, someone said receding hairline in an Instagram comment. I'm like, what receding hairline? There is no receding hairline. There's no. I will have hair for the rest of my life. You dumb bitch. What else? Oh, I am doing Notorious TBG. Was good. You actually came at the right time, Notorious TBG. I need everybody in chat to tell me what they think of this joke. I'm gonna do an open mic night. Um, on Wednesday at the biggest comedy club in Nashville, the Zanies. They have an open mic night, and they have 4 minutes. And my my 3.5 minutes worth of the material is about how my daughter. It was this didn't actually happen, but my daughter saying the N word at the playground and where she got that from. Um, the punchline of the joke is that she says the N word. I'm like, where did she get that from? Like, it couldn't have been me. I don't say it all that often. Stop there for laughter because the all that often is kind of funny. But then later in the joke, I tell my wife, okay, here's how we can solve this, right? Was it the N word with the A or with the ER? Like, which one was it? And my wife says, oh, it was with the A. And then I said, oh, definitely not me. She didn't get it from me. Um, so that's that joke. And then the follow up, because I think I've timed it out. I'll have 30 seconds left. Is you guys need to help me work on this because I think this joke is funny. Um, Whenever I see a black guy with a dog, I always ask myself, does he know? Does that make any sense? I think it's funny because the joke is that dogs are racist. So does the black guy know that he has a racist dog? I kind of think that's funny. I think it's a very meta joke. So hopefully people pick up on it, but I'm bound to get one laugh or two. I think that the daughter screaming the N word joke at the playground is a lot funnier, and it has room for some small punchlines and some small jokes. But I've worked it out. I've worked it out into a 1 minute Kill Tony set, just that joke, and then I've expanded it out to a longer set. So we'll see. I don't think the chat likes it because I said, "Chat, let me know what you think." So I don't know if they like it or not. Damn, bummer. Lost the chat. That's okay. Simple Manners. Did you think it was funny or no? Not funny. That's okay. I'm still going around with it. We'll have some friends there. We'll try and stack the audience with us. Jay, it's lame. Oh, how is it a lame joke? I think it's a funny joke. You don't get the dog thing. Okay, right. You've heard for all of your life, especially if you're white, dogs are racist, right? Like if your dog barks at a black dude, they'll be like, "Oh, my dog's racist." Right? You're super racist. Okay. If dogs are racist, why would a black guy get a dog? Dogs are racist. So whenever I see a black guy with a dog, I'm always like, does he know that the dog's racist? It's a tough one. It probably won't work, but I'll think it's funny. And I think it's funnier when you try to explain it because then it gets kind of awkward, and then people might laugh out of awkwardness. Like, should I be laughing at this? I don't know, but yes, dogs are racist. Um, anyway, yeah, the daughter screaming the N word. That's funny. The dog went, oh, I get it. Needs work. Needs a setup. Well, that's the thing. I understand the setup. What would the setup be though? Because that's kind of like a Zach Galifianakis way to do it, is just kind of say something, right, without setting it up, or a Louis CK thing, right? If what is Louis CK things like? He's like, you should go to IHOP if you aren't a fag or something like that, or what does he say? I don't know, but what would the setup be? I think that's just the setup. Every time I see a black guy with a dog, I'm just like, does he know? Or can you phrase it differently? You probably have to talk about dogs being racist for a little bit, and then you can do a callback to the dogs being racist. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out Wednesday. I might not even scrap it because I can take that joke with the wife on the playground or my daughter on the playground saying the N word. I can kind of make that into a 4-minute set just because part of the joke is my wife being like, "Well, she had to have heard it from you. She's in your office. Are you listening to music or anything like that?" I'll say no. Sometimes I have 12 Years a Slave on while I'm working, but I don't think she would have gotten it from that. And I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with that? It's a great movie." Sometimes I'll have The Pianist on as well. It doesn't mean that I'm a Nazi. And then pause a little bit there and then just keep on going. Well, it's definitely not for me, so let's test this out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket. Make it a longer joke. What's funnier, Schindler's List or The Pianist? Saying The Pianist is kind of funny. I think Schindler's List is more known across different groups of people. Sometimes I'll have Schindler's List on in the background, right? Not Sophie's Choice, it's Schindler's List. Anyway, simple matters come to the show. Wednesday at 8:30. There's no guarantee that I'll go on, but I don't think I've tried to find like videos from the open mic night at Zany's, and I'm not finding any. I've tried to find like a Reddit thread. Oh, maybe there's a Reddit thread. Let's see. Open mic Zany's Reddit. Let's see if there is one. First time I'm going to Zany's first time. Sold out show. Nashville's a great company. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they say they don't have one. Hey, bub. What's up, dude? You going on the internet, dude? Oh, no, Jay. You did miss the debate, as in no one volunteered for it for like the second time. I had several people say, yes, I will debate you. And I pinned the link at the top of the Instagram and they didn't. So let's go to Tennessee to watch my dude. You should. That would be awesome. What's up? All right. Should we end 5 minutes early, Ro? Because you want to go to Sprouts with me? Okay, let's go. We'll get shoes and go put a hoodie on. Okay, go. All right, bye guys. God bless. God bless you all. Have a great day. Have a great week coming up. Bye.